One Normal Day, Wicket story by Mark Kinney, and from a certain point of view, Return of the Jedi was a fun one. And I want to talk about a couple of adventures the young Ewok mentions, specifically in this passage. For an Ewok of his age, Wicket had experienced more than his share of adventures. He'd found a crashed ship from another world, saved children, and fought monsters. Even as a walkling, he'd ventured into a blizzard and tracked down a troll. If you're blessed like me and you grew up watching the made-for-TV Ewok adventure movies, those three sentences are going to mean a lot to you, because this little story kinda sorta makes them canon. The From a Certain Point of View books are in a canon gray area, but I don't see why Wicket's previous stories couldn't fit in. In the Caravan of Courage, Wicket and his friends discover two children named Sindel and Mace in a crashed ship and help reunite them with their parents who had been captured by a massive Gorax. In the battle for Endor, things get dark for a made-for-TV kids movie because that entire family, except for Sindel, is slaughtered by marauders right at the start, but she meets another stranded man named Noah who rebuilds his ship to help fight the marauders alongside the Ewoks. They win, and Noah and Sindel leave Endor. I used to love those movies, especially Caravan of Courage. I used to check it out of the library constantly. My poor parents have probably seen it dozens of times, and it is not great, but I have very fond memories of it and love to see it referenced, which is actually the second reference in about a year, because you can find a portrait of Wicket, Sindel, and her family in the video game LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The other adventure Wicket references about venturing into a blizzard to track down a troll is from the Life Day Treasury, another compilation of short stories. This one was written by Cavan Scott, and it's about Wicket and his friends hunting for a mythical creature called a crewlock. It's unclear if it was real or simply a myth made up to scare walklings, but I mostly wanted to quickly talk about the Ewok adventures because of my deep nostalgia for them. They're not amazing or anything, they're very cheesy, but they are on Disney Plus right now in the Vintage Collection if you've never seen them. They're worth watching just for Chukkatrock, one of the coolest Ewoks around. This story also reminded me of the musical Wicket, which was created by our friend Travis at the Atlanta-based theater Dad's Garage. His show is played across the country and is opening in Atlanta again on September 15th. If any of our viewers are local, I highly recommend it. It's full of deep-cut references, it's hilarious, and it's also just a genuinely good musical about Ewoks in the style of the Broadway musical Wicked. Dad's Garage gave us a code for anyone in the Atlanta area that wants to go. Use the code EXPLAINED at checkout to get 2 tickets for the price of 1. But that's it for today. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on our socials, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.